All right. I try to get it. It's just a bottle of water in a jar in there. Appreciate that. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. What's the subject? What do you mean? I'm alive on myself. Doing about what? I'm doing. I'm here doing something. Speak different conversations. I have to run and grab my pouch, please. This is me running right now, see. Left my pouch. So rude of me. Okay, you're the Lyft driver, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In 250 feet, turn left on Hubbard Street, then turn left on Douglas Avenue.
And your name is?
June.
June. June?
Yeah, you should have did all this before you get in.
No, I just want to make sure. Don't tell me what to do.
People usually do that before they get in.
Do what?
Look.
What's the instructions? Because I wasn't looking for a tutorial, but you might as well go ahead and say what you have to
I
say.
ain't got nothing to say. I'm just going to drop you off.
But I don't have to. Is it appropriate for me to be in this ride? Because,
If you don't want to be, you don't have to be.
well, first of all, why do you have the handicap sticker up there?
If you don't want to be in here, you don't have to be
No, but
in
I'm asking you, listen, what is the problem? Because let me tell you something. You're not about to abuse me.
I ain't like you. I'm going to drop you off where you want to get dropped off at.
Well, I just asked you, I don't find it, first of all, it's not ethical for you to drive with that handicap up there. And I just asked, why do you have it? I'm not handicapped. But the way that you're...
That has nothing to do with you.
It does, because I'm paying. So if the police stops you, they're going to ask me my information because it's something that you are doing illegally in your car. And I don't need that type of heat or static. Appreciate it, June. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Oh, what?
In a quarter of a mile, turn left on Dr. Martin Luther King Drive.
Can't be having nobody clawing my eyeballs out and shit. I need to see my pretty self.
At the light, turn left.
1717 Taylor Avenue, please. A few places in there. Use the computers and Department of Children and Families. DC, you have to get some records. So.
In 3/4 of a mile, take a slight right on Washington Avenue.
the people say about me. Remix Jam. Might take me from me.
At the light, take a slight right.
Anyway, no, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. It was not harsh. I just not abusive about it. Yeah. Shit. Raise the roof, raise the roof, raise the roof. Midtown, what the fuck? Okay, so people talking about they got their boots on the ground, they where they fans at, right? I wonder if that's supposed to be the cash fans. Those $100 bills or those whatever currency they have. How they make that fan with that money. Where your money, where your wallet at, man? Show the money. Step. Walk the walk. Talk the talk, please. Shit. I know this is how I am. So, I have to dance to my own tune, I suppose. Shit. Meanwhile, things are so big and beautiful everywhere.
Turn left. At the stop sign, turn left. Then the drop-off will be on the right.
Yeah, this is the door though. I don't know what that means. I have to grab my stuff on this other side over here. I ain't never been a baby since I had to sit around and get my ass whipped and then start. Cause I ain't baby sis. Okay, I have mine. And for what? And motherfucker say, aggressive, why not? I just got out of the car with a motherfucking stranger. And I had to raise my motherfucking morale and my goddamn esteem. And almost told him to stop in the middle. I don't give a fuck. In the middle of goddamn traffic. If it's an accident, motherfucker, then guess what? You should have shut the fuck up trying to tell me what the fuck to do. You're the driver. Bitch, everybody want to do every motherfucking thing in my life. Bitch, you're not me. You're not getting this. You're not getting me. Catch up with yourself. Hello. Shit, I don't give no fuck. That nigga ain't my maker. Straight up, I promise. I'm not about to bullshit with nobody around this motherfucker. There's a war going on out here. Motherfuckers sneak this and everything. All this finessing, facade ass, fake ass shit, happy shit. Motherfuckers on bad drugs and carrying guns and every motherfucking thing. And white bitches talking about, oh, black people shoot to the side with their gun and shit because they seen off a motherfucking movie. They stupid. Bitch, you the one that gotta carry a gun with your raggedy ass for some humans or any motherfucking body, bitch. I don't give a fuck about none of this dumbass shit. Tired-ass motherfuckers driving ugly and all that. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You probably doing it so you get attention of some black people, dumbass bitch. That's what I have to say about that on my own motherfucking car. Before a motherfucker try to talk some shit about me, you better know what the fuck you're saying, because who got any sense to want to sit around here and bust a cap in your dumb ass and get your blood on them? Now, I can talk my talk. I mean, nobody asked me if I need some outside help when I'm outside. I know how to ask what I want. I'm walking into a public building. This North motherfucking building right here. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Not fucking around. Honest. Motherfuckers be having to swear to God and put it on this and put it on that. Why is it that goddamn serious? Yeah. Bunch of foul stuff out here. I don't time my bowel movements to say, oh, you know, believe right now I'm going to have this big old bowel movement right now. Sometimes I can't say, okay, I'm going to have a bowel movement. No, I'm just using my body for what I have to use it for. Motherfucking pouch. I know I had stuff to do, but this is not the place that I'd rather be. Knowing that I don't want to fucking be at this place. At this public ass work with but I appreciate it. Man, please, anything can happen at this motherfucker, and most of these people out here got something important to say about me. carrying this blue book bag and this black book bag with papers in it. Oh, goodness. Oh. Not to get kicked out of here. You get it together. Learning how to walk here, people. Everything. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. I don't want to give you wrong information. It's asking for that, you have to go there. They have. They said they're having problems with the memory on their machine. Look how this paper look like. It just been here for a while. Come on now. What's the problem with the memory? Why are you taking memory of what people are sending? No and notice. Ain't nothing that somebody's doing. They are gathering information. This is free information that these people are taking from everybody, building a database for free and not giving anybody any damn payment. Where is the residuals, the interest, all of that? I'm not fucking around. Just use the computer over there. I know someone has to unlock it.
On that side?
Yes,
Yep.
please. And also, can you, there's not a lot of paper in there. Can you put some paper in there?
Sure. I'll get some paper.
I'm here. Everybody learning how to do all kinds. And everybody been out here doing everything everybody wants them to do all the goddamn time. What everybody else is doing.
Can I help you?
I'm looking for somebody, but they don't seem to be here. Thank you.
I appreciate it. I'm right here though. It's the paper.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, actually I want to do things for myself. I can ask you if I have a question. Oh shit. Feeling hot. Oh. Get to say that. mom. I have an umbrella for my mom. It's just one that was kind of, she wouldn't do it or anything like that, but I know she got it. Okay. I know I wasn't getting hers. So this is just probably some kind of or something like that. I have a nice little. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna give me. I seen one on Amazon. Whew. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be rude or any of that stuff like that. What I'm saying is that these people should really acknowledge the fact that they are processing other people's information, and this is what you have to pay. This is paying. This stuff is not free out here. People are literally giving their information, who they're talking to. These people are gathering information. That's what I said. It's not always worth it. It's not a good relationship. It's everybody. They live like they're all one body, one person. And they don't give anything but harm to people that come this way most of the time. For me, what is it that you're doing? Sometimes it's good information to say, okay, this is the record. But if I say, hey, I was here on the 28th of May 2025 and I made some prints at 9:45 a.m. Can I access my prints? Probably not gonna do it. I don't fucking know. Me doing all this talking. Look, okay. Screaming, and I'm not being mean. I'm not being ungrateful. I am being experienced. I am being myself. I am telling the truth. I am saying what is professional because people need to understand this. But some people believe that their stuff is confidential, and it's not. This is sparking. The electricity in this motherfucker is bad, and I'm about to call somebody about it. Now, busy that. To take care of.
Oh, that J looks like a lowercase J, I suppose. I don't know. It's like 53405 or something over here. What's for seeing? These are. Lyft just asked me to rate and tip their driver. I'll give him 12 cents, maybe $1.12. But I don't, listen, this is the thing. I don't have to have them to ask me to tip it or rate anybody. No. I don't need you to do nothing like that. I do not agree to a blind study. It says choose the reason for your inquiry. Choose an incident, problem, or concern about private buildings and structures in need of maintenance or repair. Man, it's all kind of stuff that's around this mug that's messed up. I'm gonna look around and see, because it's all different kinds of stuff that's a problem. problem. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, and there are problems with electricity. Electricity in and out of the building at 1717 Taylor Avenue, Racine, Wisconsin, 53405 or something like that. United States of America. Quotations, North America. Okay, as there are many issues at this location. This report is telling that there. Okay. Print. Just one page. I made 3 copies of it, but I gotta just make sure I go in here and just tell them that I only, what the heck? This, how many pages coming out of here? It must have been something. This is all.
Kenosha Department of City Inspection.
Inspections, this is Lindsay. Hello, is anybody there?
I'm here. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
How can I help you?
Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Lindsay.
Lindsay, I would like to make a report and a complaint about a building in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Okay, what is the address of that building?
1055th Street,
1055th Street, you said?
Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Okay, and what type of issues are...
It is somebody can speak about the issues. Are you making this complaint right now?
Yep, I'm getting it ready to put in, so just, let's see, is there a certain unit in this building or anything like that that I need to...
1055th Street would be the Kenosha County Jail.
Okay, so are there exterior issues? What type of issues then are going on here?
You said that you're getting something ready. Are you?
Yep, I'm on my case entry screen, so I just need to make sure that this type of complaint, that we're in the right spot, that it would be a complaint that would go through our department.
If it doesn't go through your department, what department would it go through?
Well, that's what type of issues are there, so that I can get more detailed out, be able to answer that question for you.
No, because you know the different departments that handle different building inspections. So what other departments handle building inspections?
Well, I don't know what type of issues there are, so I'm going to need to know that first before I can answer your
Lindsay,
question.
I'm not gonna keep doing this every time I call you. You're saying this information,
and neither am I.
and
so
don't,
if you can
and
answer
don't,
my questions,
and
I'm
don't.
happy to help you.
No,
but I don't
have to do anything, and I don't have time for. And you know what? Let me tell you something. Well, you find you somewhere else to work, because you're not going to sit here and discriminate against me. And I'm gonna call again.
I'm gonna hang up.
I didn't insult you, bitch, but if you want to be insulted, you can be. Insult yourself. You're insulting that job. I have not did anything inappropriate at all. No, you're not about to.
I'm gonna hang up.
What did you say? Can you repeat that?
Do you want to describe the issues to me?
No, I asked you a question. I asked you a legal question that I can ask you, and I'm gonna call again. These stupid ass bitches, what you rule the world, bitch? Well then why don't you rule your motherfucking self and do your job super, bitch? You should be able to do everything perfect. What the fuck you mean?
Thank you for calling the City of Kenosha Department of City Inspections, located at 625 52nd
Don't just sit
Street.
here and run your fucking mouth all the goddamn time. Lindsay, I would like to speak to someone else, not you. You cannot handle this call. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
One moment.
And if whoever, Lindsay, that's why I asked her first and her last name. I'm not playing. But this call is going to happen today, within a matter of minutes. I'm not fucking around.
Hi, this is Rich. Sorry, I missed your call. I return it just as soon as I can. If you need assistance, please call our main number 262-653-4263. Thank you.
Okay, so she about to take this complaint then. I'm not gonna play around, and I'm not gonna work on this shit all motherfucking day. I'm not gonna go back for it. I'm gonna handle it right goddamn.
Thank you for calling the City of Kenosha Department of City Inspections, located at
Stupid ass bitch, always gonna talk.
Lindsay?
Okay, Lindsay, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm calling. I'm gonna make this complaint, and you're not gonna disrespect me and discriminate me on this phone and accuse me of doing something I am not. I am a woman.
If I'm able to help you, I will gladly help
And
you.
I can-
What's the
and
issue
again,
at 1055th Street?
And again, I'm going to start this, and I'm going to just let you know right now. I'm not going to get in some kind of shouting match with you, because I can raise my voice, and that is not illegal. I can ask you a question. Listen, I can ask a question. I can ask a question, and you are supposed to answer a question. If I ask a question, no, please listen. If that is a public building that I ask a question about, then you should tell me. And you are refusing to do that. And I do not appreciate that. Okay? See, I have an interest in Kenosha.
I have enough information to answer.
No.
If I don't know the answer to the question, I'm not going to make up an answer. You don't want me to lie to you, right?
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. You already knew the answer to the question because you described it. You described it.
I didn't know what the
I'm not
issues were.
stupid. So why did you say that?
Answers for you.
Oh, are
I
you
need
saying
information
that
in
I'm
order to
telling you?
answer it correctly.
Are you saying I'm telling you to falsify information?
No, but I don't know how to answer it when I don't know what information you're looking for.
Okay, can you? Okay, so
1055th Street.
no,
I got
no,
that
no,
part,
no,
and
no,
I
no, no,
understand that there's
no,
an issue
no,
there,
no,
but I
no.
need to know what type of issue it is
No.
before I can continue.
Okay, but I'm going to explain this, okay? Because apparently you have to understand how to handle that phone. You need proper phone
No,
etiquette.
you don't need to tell me how to do my
Well
job.
then, I don't. And who are you to tell me that I cannot call there?
I don't have time for that.
Oh, and
So
you
I
know
have
what?
time
It
to
does not
listen to
matter.
what your
And
complaint is
I'm gonna
right now,
constantly call and
and
I'm
you
gonna
wanna
tell
give me
you.
that.
It does not matter. I guess they told you.
I guess. For you to Rich again,
No,
but I
and
don't
who
think
is
he's available
Rich?
at the
Who
moment.
is Rich? Rich is not my daddy. Rich is not me. And you're gonna have to understand that. Rich is a public employee. You're a public employee. You sat on this phone and you said to me that it may not go to your department. And I said, if it does not go to your department, what other departments? You already know that there are other departments. What are those other departments?
Well, there's a lot of other departments throughout the city,
Now you
and I
see.
don't know which one would be the correct one because I don't know what the issue is.
Okay.
So if you can tell me the issue, I might be able to help you further.
What I'm saying is, I already explained to you that there were matters with that building itself, okay? And so you're saying that you were directed somewhere, right or wrong?
But what type of matters are there?
Okay. This is what I'm
need more
saying.
details.
Well, then why did you interrupt me when I was trying to explain it and tell me that my call could possibly go to somewhere else instead of just hearing what I'm saying and then saying that it can go somewhere else? See what I'm saying? You are so busy trying to be this super duper person or whatever you're doing, and you're being unprofessional. I do not need this. I can handle my call. You're not better than me. I am not trying to be better than you. Okay, you choose to work at a public place and you have to handle these calls appropriately. You are not displaying proper phone etiquette. I don't need to go through this stuff. This is a constant issue. I am well enough to understand what is happening in a phone conversation, and I can reply accordingly. I can hold a conversation. I'm not here to teach you how to be rude because I'm not. But you're not going to walk all over me and do whatever you're doing and try to tell me that I don't tell you how to do your job. No, you're not going to sit up there and humiliate Kenosha like this. Kenosha has enough problems for somebody like you that's entitled and think that you can speak to anybody any way that you can. And then it turns around on me like I'm being disrespectful because you're somebody's precious thing. No. You're not going to do that. You choose to work in a public building instead of staying at home and raising yourself and taking care of yourself and doing the things that you have to do. You chose to go out there. So you choose to be appropriate to people that you speak to. You do not disrespect people on the phone just because you feel that you can sass someone whenever you want to. And because it's Jasmine Renee Davis, I'm not going to accept that from you. I'm not going to accept that. No. I'm going to tell you. No, I'm going to let you know this. And I'm going to file a complaint. I'm filing. First of all, I'm telling you this complaint, and you are at work. What the fuck what do you mean? You are at work. You are at work. This is a work call. No, you are at work.
Put in complaints that are for
And so this is a complaint, and this is a complaint that I'm making. No, you're not going to boss me. I'm making a complaint about you to you, and I'm answering it, and I am answering it, and I'm answering it, and I am definitely answering it, and I'm making a complaint toward you about you. First of all, I'm making a complaint about you to you. I'm not going to do this mess. So before I talk to you about 1055th Street, did you write down the complaint that I have toward you? And did you understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to fight you. You are not in my class. You're not in my grade. I'm not going to stand up to you for no matter in a level of violence. Do you hear me?
I understand you're upset.
I'm not upset. No. And you're not making me, and your problem is you're not making me do anything. And that's what you better realize. And that's what I'm telling you. All I did was ask you, well, you better know it. All I did was ask you. You said that it could go somewhere. I said, okay, what other? Because I'm not going to give you all this information. And if I hear what you're addressing, then I can address it my own way. I can think for myself. I didn't call you for you to think for me, but I know I called the proper place. And you all need to address that. Now, when I tell you this information, tell me if this is the appropriate place or not. And if it is not, then tell me where else it's supposed to go. I don't have to give you a tutorial
Right,
and do all this different
we're on the
stuff.
same page there.
No, we're
That's
not.
what I'm asking
I
for,
am
too.
not. I'm calling to the city of Kenosha,
are
and
the
you are
issues
not
with that,
displaying proper etiquette. Okay? First of all, I'm going to start from the beginning. There is paint chipping.
Mm-hmm.
And through that building. All through the building. Make sure you writing this down? Or typing
I'm
it?
listing issues you're going through so that, yeah, I have a list. Keep going.
No, I'm going to tell you. And please, just hear exactly what I'm saying, and it can be proven. There is paint chipping inside of the Kenosha County Jail. From the time to going in that building, all through it.
Okay, and it's all inside, not outside?
There's problems in that building. I'm discussing the indoors of the building right now.
Okay. You can continue.
I know I can. Also, there are leaks in the ceiling.
Okay.
There is a tremendous amount of mold and mildew in the building and in the showers.
Are the showers leaking at all?
The showers leak. Yes, they do. They have leaked. I don't know what they're doing today, but I know that there is a mold problem in that jail, and I have brought it to the attention when I was in that jail, and it was a serious problem.
Okay. Any other issues?
Oh, I'm going to
with the
continue.
paint chipping?
I'm going to continue. The toilets are clogged up. The toilets sometimes have an odor coming, the smell. I don't know exactly what it is. The toilets don't even properly flush a lot of, it's in more than one dorm. The way that they keep, I'm gonna go down this list. The way that they keep are you ready for the next issue?
Uh-huh.
The way that they keep the holding cells down there. And the way that they keep the cells is disgusting. It's filthy, it's nasty, it's mismanaged, urine all over the place. They don't come by and they don't pick up the food in there. They leave the food. The way that they keep it is just unsanitary. Okay, the water fountains don't even hardly push out water. Some of them don't push out the pressure of the water appropriately.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The phone systems are not working in there. And the holding where they book people in, the phones are, one phone is not even working. I don't know if it's an electrical issue or what it is, but one of those, the issues is the phone is not working. And then other one, people cannot hear. When you press the buttons on the phones are not working. Those phones are attached to the wall.
Uh-huh.
Okay. There's plenty of issues with the gates and everything not being clean. Is stuff built on there, the walls in there. I mean, it's just so many problems within that jail. It's ridiculous. Okay. And so
let me, from the list you gave me, let me tell you the things that I can put in a case for through our department, and we'll have somebody look into further. That would be the chipping paint, leaks in the ceiling, showers leaking, toilets that don't flush, and possibly the urine. I'll make note of that. For the mold, I would direct you to the county health department. And for the other issues like the water pressure on the fountains and the phones, I would direct you to the county.
What do you mean the county?
I have to find the correct number, but that would go either to the county health department or to the county's equivalent of our department.
Just tell me.
I'm not sure if
Lindsay,
they'd be able to handle that. We wouldn't do anything about those issues because they're not considered property maintenance issues.
Lindsay, I don't know if you're not prepared or you are prepared for your job, but if you don't have the exact information, look up the information and don't just kind of say stuff out. I
But that's
understand.
why I said I might need to put you on hold to grab a number.
All
I
you
do have
need
a
to
phone number
do-
for the county health department if you're ready for that at this time.
What's that phone number?
262-605-6700. And that would be for the mold mildew. I don't know if they'll be able to do anything or not, but that would be who to contact next. And then let me put you on hold.
And so, as far
for the
as you
water
all get
pressure
now,
and
as
phones. One
so
moment.
you okay? Go ahead, and I have some questions when you come back onto the phone call. There's so many problems, and I'm trying to address each and every one of them. And I know, like, it was some problems. I don't even know what they had before about the lights. I'm not even going to mention that or whatever, but it's just constant problems with this stuff. And no, they're going to have to fix this issue. It's not right. And all the stuff that they do, they let just stuff pile up for days, fecal matter in the toilets and all kinds of things all over the place. It's just ridiculous. It's a slipping hazard. Water's all on the floor all the time, and they're not even checking appropriately. I mean, that's just in some of the cells. The holding cells are terrible. It's called, and that's another thing I'm going to talk about.
All right, thanks for holding. One of our inspectors just told me that the water pressure on the fountains, I can add to our case. They can look into that. For the phones, I would contact...
Just hold. I have a call. I have a call, Lindsay. I have a call. If you could hold the phone, or I can call you again. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. No, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, but can you call again some other time? I'm actually doing something else right now. I don't want to talk to you right now. What did you say?
I said, yeah, no worries. Did you have a couple minutes to go over any information?
Where are you calling from?
Regent University.
Okay, I asked that you return the call some other time, please, because I don't want to talk to you right now. Please.
All right, no worries. I can definitely reschedule a call for another time.
I appreciate it. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
All right.
Okay, I'm calling to the City of Kenosha building inspections. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
It's still Lindsay.
Oh, your name is still Lindsay, or are you Lindsay?
My name's Lindsay.
Lindsay, okay, so you said that you all can address the pressure of the water?
Well, I'll put it in the case and see what we can do. We'll look into it. So again, to recap the mold, I gave you that number for the health department. For the phones not working, I would talk directly to Department of Corrections with the county.
I've already put some calls out to the Department of Corrections. I'm waiting on them to call back, and they haven't called back yet.
Okay.
Exactly. But now, what about the toilets issues that I discussed?
Yeah, I mentioned that in the issues that I will include on the case we're putting in. We'll look into that.
Okay. And so now it's not only just in some of the areas, it's all throughout the jail.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look into it. We'll get an inspector out there, see what they can see, and what action we are able to take.
What about the I'm not saying that it is, but can you look into the electricity in that building as well?
If we see a violation, yes, but there would have to be like exposed wires or something like that.
Just look into it, because this is a problem. Now, what about who handles the I don't know. It's called HVAC, but it means something else, and I'm learning. It's through the heating, air, ventilation. I don't know, resource. I don't want to misspeak. But who handles the air pressure, the temperatures? It's cold in there. A lot of times, especially in O Block and in the holding cells, all of those cells, it's cold throughout that jail. And it's very to the point where it's nearly freezing. Like it is very cold in those areas, and they only give like one blanket to people. It's a very cold environment.
Okay, I can mention that too in the case. That's something where if it's below 65 to 80, 68 degrees, somewhere in there, it becomes an issue. So I can mention, and they can check the temperature. Because
it's not, but what the thing is, you have to take it from someone that, not just someone that's going to come in there and they turn the heat up or, you know what I'm saying, just for momentarily. I'm telling you that I have literally been in there for days at a time.
Right. Well,
and
our inspectors aren't going to be able to do that, but they'll be able to do the best they can with the time of their inspection.
They're not going to be able to do what?
Well, they're not going to. We work 8 to 4:30, so they're going to be able to check on this complaint sometime between those hours. So they will, yeah, do what they can to check the air temperature. Were there any other issues that you wanted to discuss?
Oh yeah. So what won't you all be able to do? You replied to what I said. What they're not going to be able to do that. What are they not going to be able to do?
You said the air temperature was a problem because you'd been there more than a day, and so you experienced the cold air. And I was just clarifying that they're going to not be there for a full day. They're going to be there for a shorter amount of time, but they can check the temperature while they're there.
And so I believe you can answer the question, however, but I'm going to answer to the regards of telling you the reason why I stated that comment and that complaint. Okay? Because I understand that you all may have to look at it more thorough than just walking through there. You all have different equipment and other things to check. There's cold air coming from where that sink and that faucet and that toilet is pushing out a significant amount of cool air as well. There is not even proper ventilation coming through as well. That's another problem.
Okay. I'll add that to the list.
Especially like in those holding in places where they have holding cells, they have plexiglass. People can barely even get through. Now, I don't know, like, you know, get their air, like get air through. It's just a small amount of space coming through because of how they have it. Okay, I know that I can call the health department about how they handle the food, how they serve the food. Now, what about how those bars and all, how they handle those different things with their doors and the situations like that?
That would also be through Department of Corrections. We wouldn't have any ordinances that would address that.
That you don't address doors?
Wait, are you talking about the plexiglass in the bars? Or like entrance, like doors?
All of the doors, period. Like just the gates, the entryways.
Yeah, unless the only thing we would do with doors is if they're interior, like exterior doors for entering and exiting, they need to be weather tight. And if they lock, they need to properly lock. All locking mechanisms need to work, but that's all we would do.
Okay, I see.
So it doesn't sound like that would be relevant here.
And so as far as, well, you know, and that's fine because like I said, I haven't really examined the doors coming in and out as much. But it seems that they are, the door coming out of the jail doesn't seem to be too bad of a problem. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. And so I suppose that's enough information, that okay. I suppose that's all that you all handle. If I come up with something else, I can call and make another report. There's other issues.
Yeah. But if the case is still open, we would just add that information to the existing case. If for some reason next time you call the case is closed, we could start a new one.
So what?
So I do have just a couple more questions for you, and then I'll go over the information that we discussed.
So
okay?
I also want to bring to the city of Kenosha's public attention as well about the sinks that also clogged, that they're clogged as well.
Okay.
Some of the sinks are clogged. What did you say?
I will add that as well.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
these are extreme situations, and it's causing a problem.
Can I get your address, and then I'll go ahead and recap what we have?
I can tell you my email address. That's
I need
the address.
a living address.
I don't have that. I don't have one.
Do you have a P.O. box?
I don't have an address to give you other than an email address, not a PO box.
Okay. What is your
But
email
just
address?
put my name. I'm Jasmine, Jasmine, Renee, and make sure you put Jasmine Renee Davis, RENEE DAVIS. Please put Jasmine Renee Davis. Not only Jasmine, not Miss Davis, not Jasmine Davis, but Jasmine Renee Davis.
I got Jasmine Renee Davis, and there's no hyphen, correct? Just a space between Jasmine Renee?
A space between, it's Jasmine space, Renee space.
Perfect. Okay. That's what I have, and you can go ahead with your email.
The law offices of Jasmine R. Davis at gmail.com. And office is plural. Not
Okay.
just
Thank you for
office is
clarifying.
plural, like with S.
Perfect. I have the law offices of Jasmine R. Davis at gmail.com. And what is your phone number?
1262. I'm going to tell you two phone numbers. 505-7137.
Which phone number is better for you?
Better for me for what? For what reason?
To be reached at?
You can call 1262 505-7137 or 1262 498-6963.
Okay, thank you.
For what?
Now I'll just go through the issues that were discussed, and you can make sure that we covered everything. So I have
There's many
paint
issues
chipping,
there.
leaking ceiling, showers leaking.
No, leaking. You know what? Just put like this marks of leaking ceiling.
Oh, like past water leak damage?
I don't
showing,
know.
just
I don't know exactly how, but just put that there are visible marks all through there and all through the jail that shows in the whole, and make sure you put it in holding and inside of the holding cells, in the area where they do the booking. And there's other areas throughout the jail that you can look on the ceiling and you see the wear and tear throughout the building.
Okay, so I'm going to put leaking ceilings. I understand you're saying maybe they're not currently, we wouldn't do anything about a spot on the ceiling, like, past water damage. That wouldn't be something we write up. So I'm going to have them check if there's anything currently leaking. I
Right.
have showers leaking, sinks clogged. Let's see what else I have. Improper ventilation. I also have quite cold, and that there's urine.
They have, and
on
it's-
the floors. Is that
They
right?
have fecal matter. They leave it in the toilets. They have all kinds of debris from food, and all kinds of people come in and do anything in those holding cells, and they leave it like that all through the days, all in the other cells. They leave it like that for days and days at a time, and it just stays like that. Old food from one inmate to another. Sometimes I've walked in there and no one else has been in there. I went in the holding cell. It was some kind of water, urine all over. It was all kinds of toilet paper stuck all on the walls, and it was just improper.
Okay.
On the
I put
plexiglass
to emphasize that it's throughout the whole building. I did just add
Please.
at the end of
You-
everything that it's throughout throughout the building. So
And
that
I'm
they
gonna
know
tell
it's
you right
everywhere.
now.
And I will get this
Tell
over to
them,
our inspector.
Lindsay, please tell them. Don't just go in there and say, "Oh, they looked," and it's just me, Jasmine Renee Davis, calling. You all are gonna look in it because of your own, personal bias, and no, they
Right,
need
we
to
don't-
look around in all of those pods, every single one of them, because there is some serious problems, and people are having there's flooding and flooding there. The toilets are not proper, and people are having to literally sleep in them same places that they have to use the bathroom in. They have to do everything in them same spaces. They have to eat there. They have to do everything in that same spot, and it just stays there for days at a time. It was a time where they didn't even allow me to flush the toilet in P dorm. Or no, it was it Q dorm? It was P dorm had it's mold. You can tell it's mold. The mold is near those kiosks and near the shower. It smells. It's almost like it can crawl up your skin. There's a mold problem in there, whatever. But like,
we'll definitely run that by the health department. And though you've mentioned the issues we discussed, and I'm putting those things in the case, I would also mention them to the Department of Corrections when they do get back to you as well, because they also may be able to address some of that. But I will get this over to our inspector, and I hope you have a good day.
No, also, can you send me a copy of this complaint as well, please, to my email address when you do put it? When did you put it together already, or including
summary? Yeah.
Okay,
I
but
will have it printed in just a moment, and I can
well,
email
not
you
just a summary, the full report.
Well, all it is it's just the initial case. So the things we've discussed, with the address, it lists the owner of the building, it lists your name as the complainant, and the items that we discussed in, like I said, paint chipping, leaking ceiling, showers leaking, sinks clogged, improper ventilation, quite cold, urine on the floors throughout the building. So that's what you'll see, and you'll see a case number that's been assigned to it.
Okay, I appreciate that information. Now, as far as like fixtures like furnitures and different things like that's inside the building, for different height requirements and all that stuff, even like the entryways, the doorways. I've seen there's a nurse that walked through there. He literally couldn't barely even walk through the door. He had to literally bend down to even get through the door. Like he could not even get through those doors, the cell gates properly, going in and out of there. Who handles that sort of thing?
That one to Department of Corrections, but that's just in how they choose to build their building. That's not something that we would get.
Well, it becomes a problem where people are having to kind of deform themselves in order to fit through doorways that are necessary or sometimes mandatory to walk through, especially in a situation of punishment. Okay, well, it's illegal to punish a pretrial detainee. And that's a lot of punishment for them not to be taking care of the things and having that stuff like that. That is a crime. Punishing a pretrial detainee, that's a pretrial building. There's also problems at Kenosha County Detention Center as well with those toilets and other issues. I can call some other time and discuss those, but if you want to take that report, you can start that one as well, because there are serious problems with the hygiene of these places.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have this case ready to get in. If you wanted to start another, that's up to you.
Okay.
Otherwise, I can enter this one and send you a copy.
I would like to start another complaint about the Kenosha County Detention Center.
And what's that address?
That one is for, oh my goodness, I believe it's, okay, I gotta look it up here I don't even know, I think this computer didn't went out. Okay, that's okay. Okay, I have to look up the address exactly. Okay, so it's Kenosha County Detention Center is 4777 88th Avenue.
Now the law offices of Jasmine R. Davis at gmail.com. And I see the phone number you're calling from right now is at 498-6963. What was that other phone number you had?
Lindsay, one thing I would like to add, I know you find that I can't tell you how to do your job. I'm not telling you how to do your job. I'm telling you how things should be professionally in a public office. You're supposed to ask me what email address I would like to enter in. You do not just assume that it's going to be the same email address or the same phone number.
Is it a different email address?
It is the same email address, but however, you're supposed to allow.
I was just trying to save you time.
No, you don't say. See, no. You're not. Don't say that. You said that you're going to be honest. You cannot save me time. You don't do that. You don't worry about my time. Don't count my time. That's where you make a mistake at, and then you can be sued for that. I can file a lawsuit against you for. You don't do that. You don't speak for me.
Well, that's why I was saying it out loud. So if you needed to change anything, you'd have the opportunity to. I'm not trying to hide any of the information. So I have your first name listed as Jasmine Renee, your last name Davis, and then I put the same email address you gave me before. If anything's different, you can let me know. But I have the law offices of Jasmine R. Davis at gmail.com, and then I listed 26.